from Essex has created body armour to protect smaller dogs from being mauled by bigger dogs. Bradley Davis has spent months perfecting Doggy Armour, a padded suit product which is made out of tightly woven fabric and has a neck guard to protect against a bite. So I thought we should have a word with Bradley and his wife to find out what prompted them to do this and, how it all works. So we've managed to get them on the line now. Good morning, both of you.
Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, Debbie.
So it's Bradley and Rachel. So, well, first of all, I presume you've got a little dog of your own, and is that why you invented this?
Yeah, we have, that's right, Debbie. We've got a little puggle called Tilly, who's 2, so she's half pug, half beagle. So she is quite little, and basically the whole idea behind it was when we used to take her out, I was always a little bit anxious about other bigger dogs coming up to her, potentially sometimes being a little bit aggressive. So came home, mentioned it to my husband, Bradley, who's always inventing something and looking at the next big thing. And I was actually watching a TV programme a couple of months ago now, and one of the people on there had his dog killed by another dog, and he was absolutely devastated, and it just made me feel sick thinking that potentially that could happen to Tilly. So I said, right, off you go, make something. So we did research it actually, but couldn't find anything like it that was out there. So Bradley disappeared off into his garage, and the product was invented of Doggy Armour.
So what is it? Does it cover the dog's whole body, or the legs sticking out and the tail? How does it work?
Yeah. Basically, it's designed to cover their main body and their neck, because the bigger dogs tend to go for that area. Obviously, they're not just for small dogs. We do make them made to measure as well, so you can have them for a larger dog. They're very light. You can use them in the summer, in the winter. In the summer, you can dampen them inside, wet them down, and it cools the dog off. They're made, the actual armour inside is actually a military fabric. It was designed to carry weapons around in. So you can imagine the kind of strength we're talking about. To the extremes, I've drove my wife's car over it a few times.
Was that intentional?
Video. It was, yeah. I actually wanted to show that you could not penetrate the jacket, so I got a piece of wood with nails in and drove a car over the jacket. To show that it wouldn't go through the jacket, and you'll see that on our video online.
So is it on the outside? It's a woven fabric against their body. So on the outside, is it like we would imagine, that you see armour on soldiers in the medieval times? It is just, it's a fabric, is it?
It is. It's a very trendy, washable fabric, so it's waterproof, and it's like a canvas. And then inside is the body armour, which is very flexible and light, and then on your dog is like this special breathable membrane that you can wet in the summer, and it allows you to breathe in the winter.
So it just means that the dogs that might bite them, their teeth can't penetrate this fabric, this armour.
That's right. That's right.
So you've made one for your lovely little dog. So now it sounds like you're making more, and you're making them and selling them. Is that right?
We make them in Essex now. So I've got a machinist. We make them all in Essex. So we've started getting orders from our online website. And we did send the actual show Rachel was watching was Towie, and it was Bobby Norris that actually his dog got brought to death over a car. And that's what sort of sparked this all off. So Bobby got our very first jacket that was up to the standards of selling, which he's tweeted to say he's really, really pleased with. So that's great.
So have you got a website? How are you selling these? Is this just through word of mouth? How have you gone about it?
Right, we've got a website which is doggyarmour.co.uk, and you can buy them online. You can also see the videos and the other dogs with them on, to give you an idea. So there is a place to buy them. We've got a few people interested in selling them in shops, so we're in touch with them. But ultimately, we created it to protect dogs. I mean, me and Rachel both got good jobs, so it wasn't really meant to be a business as such.
It's just grown into one. I can see you on Dragon's Den or something, you know, growing into this huge business. I mean, one of the things that we'd sort of mentioned here in the studio is that it's a shame that you have to do this, isn't it? That people perhaps are becoming less responsible, would you say, with their dogs?
Absolutely. I think that is the problem. I think there should be some law about people buying animals and some control over the kind of people that buy them, and there should be some sort of audit. Because unfortunately, you know, and I'm not saying this is everyone, but there's a small minority that give dogs a bad name because they use them for fighting and, you know, and they make them aggressive on purpose.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because at the end of the day, if you've got a dog and you love your dog, you know, you need to treat it with respect as you would any animal.
Absolutely. Well, it's great, Bradley and Rachel, that your dog's going to be protected and lots of other people's as well. And I think Body Armour sounds like a great idea. I'll have a look at your website to see what they look like. Thanks ever so much for talking to us. That's Bradley and Rachel Davis there, who Rachel got Bradley to invent this doggy body armour to protect their little dog from bigger aggressive dogs when they're out walking. It's